I'm waiting for it to load.
Good Friday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Kyle Dickens here in the digital news desk. And we're coming on because we got kind of a rare deal around here. We don't see these very often, but we just had a high wind warning issue for areas north of Highway 30. Yeah, it's pretty windy out there. That's why we've got that first alert day in place. We'll take a look at our cameras here, and I think the Dubuque camera probably tells the story best there with those flags really blowing there. And that is one of the areas that the winds are really significant right now. Look at these right now, 56-mile-an-hour winds gusting up to that in Dubuque right now. 44 Maquoketa, 47 Davenport, 45 in Clinton, 46 Rock Falls. The further south you go, the lighter the winds are, but still pretty significant winds nonetheless. But if you're north of I-80, that's where we're seeing those significant winds. In fact, a high wind warning means that there are winds gusting up to 60 miles an hour. So think about this. That is typically what we warn for severe thunderstorms. So that's why we're coming on here to give you an update. For areas right now, Jackson, Cedar County, also up into Clinton County, you're under that high wind warning here until 6 p.m. Once we get to 6 p.m., we're going to start to see those winds subside. So it'll get a little bit better here once we get into the evening. Still pretty gusty, but below that warning criteria. For all other areas, though, we're in a wind advisory here. That includes here in the metro and to the east as well. Bureau County down towards Galesburg, Knox County, all the way up our entire Illinois counties, with the exception of Warren and Henderson counties. So that's where, again, that wind just falls a little bit below that threshold. But here's the deal, too. We've been hitting on this, and this is one of the big reasons we've got that first alert day in place, is because of that red flag warning. What does that mean? Well, on top of those 50 to even 60 mile an hour winds, we also have very dry conditions. We're talking 20% humidity out there. So that vegetation that ignites, it's going to spread pretty quickly. And we're already hearing reports, especially out to the west towards Iowa City, of some grassland fires. So that fire danger is very high. So do not burn anything. But most importantly, I think a big note too is do not throw any cigarette butts out, because those could start a fire very quickly. So a couple key points there. Let's talk about that first alert day goes until 6 p.m. with the wind gust up to 50, even 60 miles an hour. Now we're going to increase that over the next 24 hours. Here's what we expect to see for winds. Once we get to about 6, 7 o'clock, that is when we expect those winds to start to subside below warning criteria and advisory criteria. It's still going to be gusty, so still that we're going to have those concerns of that fire danger. But once we get into the overnight hours, we do start to see those winds subside a little bit. Right now here in the metro, 59 degrees though, very beautiful day. Just unfortunately, it's hard to enjoy with all that wind out there. We're sustained right now, west at 32, so very gusty winds. We continue with that. And then the next thing that we're tracking is some cooler temperatures that arrive here once we get into tomorrow. We'll take a quick look here at ExactTrack shows the region, and we'll watch these winds start to really peak here within the next hour or so. Now, between now and 4 o'clock, they're going to be at their peak. Once we get to 6 again, that's when you'll see a dramatic decrease in winds. But as it shows here, we're still going to be gusting up to 20, even 30 miles an hour throughout the overnight hours. So still going to be a gusty night, but over the next several hours, we're going to be kind of in that category of what we consider, dangerous winds, high winds at least, as we could see winds gusting up to 60 miles an hour in some areas. So again, it is a high wind warning that has been issued here for Jackson, Clinton, and Cedar counties until 6 p.m. Rest of the area, with the exception of our Warren, Henderson County over into Des Moines County, we got that wind advisory until 6 p.m. So that is the latest here from the digital news desk. We'll continue to keep you updated here throughout the evening too of any power outages or any reports that we get that any damage that is caused by this wind. And if you got any messages or any damage to report, certainly pass it along to us here at TV6. We'll be back with further updates here throughout the evening.